Welcome to Session 2 of the Happiness Workshop. My name is Wendy, and I am one of the therapists here at Counseling Services at UWEC. Thank you for joining me for today's session on neuroplasticity. Positive psychology identifies many things that we can do to increase our sense of happiness and well-being. But how do these changes really occur? Let's watch a quick video on neuroplasticity to get a better idea, and then I will share with you a simple strategy that you can start today to start to increase your happiness. Enjoy the video.
Not so long ago, many scientists believed that the brain did not change after childhood, that it was hardwired and fixed by the time we became adults. But recent advances in only the last decade now tell us that this is simply not true. The brain can and does change throughout our lives. It is adaptable, like plastic. Hence, neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity. How does neuroplasticity work? If you think of your brain as a dynamic, connected power grid, there are billions of pathways or roads lighting up every time you think, feel, or do something. Some of these roads are well-travelled. These are our habits, our established ways of thinking, feeling, and doing. Every time we think in a certain way, practice a particular task, or feel a specific emotion, we strengthen this road. It becomes easier for our brains to travel this pathway. Say we think about something differently, learn a new task, or choose a different emotion. We start carving out a new road. If we keep travelling that road, our brains begin to use this pathway more, and this new way of thinking, feeling, or doing becomes second nature. The old pathway gets used less and less and weakens. This process of rewiring your brain by forming new connections and weakening old ones is neuroplasticity in action. The good news is that we all have the ability to learn and change by rewiring our brains. If you have ever changed a bad habit or thought about something differently, you have carved a new pathway in your brain and experienced neuroplasticity firsthand. With repeated and directed attention towards your desired change, you can rewire your brain.
Interesting, right? So now that we have a better idea of how our brain can change, let's talk about a strategy that you can start doing today that will create and strengthen the positive pathways in your brain. For this exercise, I will ask that for the next month, you take time each morning to identify 3 things that you are grateful for. This can be done while you're getting dressed, brushing your teeth, or when you're on your way to class. I ask that you take time to focus on what it feels like when you think about these things. For example, you might be thankful for a close friend or family member, a delicious meal you had, or grateful for the feel of the sun on your face or a breath of fresh air. Big or small doesn't matter. It's giving time and space in our thinking to allow our brain to focus on positive things that makes the difference. Your task is to identify 3 things and explain why you're grateful for them. So here's another example. Today, I am grateful for this warm jacket that I am wearing. It's cold outside, but this jacket is keeping me warm and it makes me feel safe and comfortable. Then you take some time to focus on the sensation of warmth that you're getting from the jacket. Another example might be, I am grateful for my roommate. I have really enjoyed getting to know this person and they are starting to become a close friend to me. Then you think about how it feels to have a good friend, somebody you can talk to, and the beginning of a new friendship. Again, the key is to focus on the feeling connected to these things. By melting into these feelings, you allow your body and mind time to focus on only something good, and that can calm your whole system down, and it can give us that warm, fuzzy feeling that people talk about. By doing this daily, you're getting your brain used to experiencing positive feelings regularly. Why do I have to do this every day for a month, you ask? I know that it seems like a really big commitment, and you already have a really busy schedule, But as you saw in the video, you will need to work hard on the front end to get your brain focusing on positive things in your life. For many of us, our habit is to think about the stresses and worries. This activity builds and strengthens positive pathways that in time can become our primary way of thinking. Thank you for joining me for today's workshop. I'll see you next time.